Most Revit families have a certain set of parameters which are associated with that kind of family. This family is a basic family that comes with Revit, and we can find its properties under the Family Types button. Under the Create tab on the ribbon, select on Family Types. And this will bring up the Family Types dialog box. Under Family Types, we have all the parameters that make up this Revit family. Some of those parameters include the materials for the base, as well as the top of the table, as well as dimensional parameters, such as the height of the table and length and width of the table. To see where these are set at, we need to open up a plan view. So move your cursor down and select on the OK button. Now under the project browser, double-click on Reference Level under Floor Plans. Here we can see that we have the length dimension as well as the width dimension, and these dimensions are the dimensions that control the overall size of this table. If we would select on one of these dimensions, we can then find what's called a label, which is the word length and width, here where it has the word label on the options bar. By clicking there, we can choose, should this dimension be a length dimension, a width dimension, a height dimension, or do we need to create a new parameter from scratch? Now, if we need to change these dimensions, we can do that by moving our cursor back up here on the ribbon one more time, and once again, selecting on the Family Types button. What I would like to do, since right now we're looking at some metric dimensions, is create a metric dimension table which is 700 by 700. Move your cursor over and select on New underneath Family Types. This will create a new type of table with new parameters. We will name this 0700 by 0700 mm. Then click on OK. We can see that now the name is 0700 by 0700 millimeters, but the dimensions have not changed yet. Move your cursor down to where it has 762 and type in 700. And do this in both locations for width as well as length. If you move your cursor back up to the top, then select where it has a 0700 by 0700 millimeters. You can see all the other sizes that were already available to us here in the pull-down list. If we change this to one of the other sizes, those dimensions will then update so that they are appropriate for that size of table. In this case, I'd like to change this back to 0700 by 0700 millimeters. Also, I want to point out that you can order these parameters in different ways. Perhaps you want to have the top material be above the base material. You can click where it has top material, move your cursor over, then underneath the parameters, click on Move Up. And that would move the top parameter or the top material above the base material. If you want to move that down, with it still highlighted, select on Move Down, and that will drop it down below. And that same control applies to the dimensions. Also, there's a sorting order, and this will allow us to order this by an ascending order as well as a descending order. For this, I would like it to be alphabetical, so let's select on ascending order. With the dimension set at 0700 by 0700, I'm now going to select on this bar going across the top of the Family Types dialog box, hold my mouse down so that I can pull it over to the side so that we can see our table. Click on Apply, and now the table has adjusted itself to be that 700 by 700 dimensions. If we click on OK, now that dialog box is closed, and we would be ready, if we had a project to load this into, to come up and load this into the project. When we would tell it to load in the project, it would ask, do we want to save these changes? We would then save those changes. Then this table would be loaded into the project with that new type associated with it.